And we'll get started. So just everybody take a seat in a way that's comfortable for you. So I like to on Tuesdays just prop myself up on a little cushion. And it just is a nice way to relax your hips. When your hips relax, then your spine can lengthen up. Just feel your weight anchored in a different way. So you can sit on the floor too, that works. So let's go ahead, exhale. Just bring your hands, slide them out on your thighs, and close your eyes. We're going to do the whole class in rhyme tonight. Pull your chin in and let's begin. Okay, I promise I'm really done doing that. All right. So with your chin moving in, take the top of your head up. And just start to take in some big deep breaths. See how those deep breaths move through your body. Just watch them kind of float like clouds. Filling and expanding your torso and just floating away in the breeze. Just notice if you feel any tightness or tension in your body. You don't have to do anything about it. Just kind of breathe with an awareness. Try that a couple more times. And then let's take a moment when you feel ready and just interlace your fingers together. Let's start to bring your arms up overhead so you can let the elbows stay soft as you let the fingers interlace. And then move the hands behind the head. And then let's just begin a light little stretch of the back of your neck. So let the weight of your hands rest on your head. And when your chin moves in, try to keep your shoulders pretty neutral so that you can really focus on creating a stretch in your neck. And then let's inhale and let your head come all the way up and feel the throat and the chest and the armpit area begin to stretch. Exhale, take that right back down. And then you'll inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, take it right back down. Inhale, let it come right back up. Good. And then from here, go ahead, slide one hand back behind your ear and let your neck stretch down towards the shoulder, the opposite shoulder. Good. While you're here, you can walk your fingertips of that bottom hand away on the thigh. And that will give you a little bit deeper stretch in the back of the neck. Good. And then walk your fingertips of that top hand around to the back of the head, through the neck. And feel a little stretch there. Good. And then inhale, just bring the weight of your head back once again, and you'll really deeply stretch your armpit. Take a couple breaths here. And exhale. Your head comes right back tall. Let's switch. So now the opposite hand moves to your ear. And just begin really lightly bringing your head down towards the shoulder. Excellent. And then if it feels nice, go ahead and walk your fingertips out towards your knee. Just feeling the side of the neck stretching. And then you can bring your hands here to the back, that top hand to the back of your neck. Let your head continue to fold over. Good. Just all those little nooks and crannies there in your cervical vertebra Getting a little attention, just gravity, helping them stretch. And then begin to press your head into your hand as you let the head come back. So really it's the weight of the head that offers a little stretch to your armpits. Good. Exhale, release that. Two hands can now move to the thighs. Now let's inhale, take your sternum bone up. And exhale, move the head down towards your shins. Inhale, stretch, bring it all the way up. Good, slow, steady, easy. Exhale, bringing that right back down. And then we'll inhale, take it up. And exhale, bring it down. Good. From here, take a moment. You're going to let your ribs float to one side. Feel the opposite part of your back and your hips stretch. Good. Opposite side stretching, letting your head come down. Relaxing your sits bones so they sort of press in. Just allow the sides of you to stretch even more. Good. Try that a couple more times. Creating movement. Just dare to go slow. Good. And then from here, let's take your two palms together. Reach your palms, make them touch back behind you. Open your chest. As you do, feel your scapula squeeze, pull in. Good. If it feels nice to press your thumbs down and really allow your sternum to rise up. Take a moment, go there. Good. And then we'll exhale once again. Release your hands to your thighs and then sweep your whole torso around. Good. So let that movement just create a little loosening, a little release through your whole torso. And you can take that the other way. Excellent. All the way around. Good. So now we'll sweep, take two arms up. Opposite hand comes to elbow. And from here, just create a little twist. Good. Inhale, move through the center, and exhale, twist again, feeling your spine stay upright as you twist. Good. Letting your sitting bones ground. Good. Feeling the sides of your torso stretching as you twist. Good. Well, inhale, move back through your center. Your two arms can come up. Good. Interlace the fingers. This time, stretch the palms up towards the sky. And feel a stretch there in your wrists, through your fingers. Maybe even letting the arms come back and lengthen your abdominal wall. Wonderful. Now, so bring your hands back in front and then slide the fingers of one hand down to the heel of the hand, the base of your palm, and really stretch out your wrist. Now turn your fingers to the side of your hand and let that wrist stretch deepen just a hair. Good. Let's inhale, bring that right back up. Let the fingers come down. And exhale, you're going to push your fingers there into the heel of the hand. Wrist is stretching. And then exhale, fingertips move to the side of the hand. You're pulling the wrist out, kind of towards the computer. Good. Now take opposite thumb to palm and just stretch there. Try that on the other hand, opposite palm. Good. Let's inhale, the arms float up, and then exhale, unfold the two legs. So we're going to inhale, let an elbow come down, tap towards a knee, and exhale, let the opposite side get a little stretch. So your top arm can lift and reach up as your bottom arm lowers. Good. I'm sort of putting one hand at my heart. Feel my chest stay open as I move back. Good. Try this a couple more times. Good. So let's pause on the bottom of this movement, and then with that top arm, let it float and circle freely just a few times, feeling that the shoulder socket is stable as the humerus bone just floats within it. Change the direction there. Good. Inhale, let that rise up, push down with your feet. And exhale, feel the other side. Getting a nice stretch. So you'll notice as the arm moves back, the chest opens. Might want to just really pay attention to that. Good. Take it the other way. Good. We're going to inhale, sit up once again. Bring your palms back together behind your back. Good. So let the chest open and rise. And then you can let your head move forward. And then we'll inhale, sit that right up. Slide one leg out and then hug the opposite heel in. Good. So now let's inhale, sweep, take your two arms up and out. And then a long stretch towards one leg. So the extended leg. Good. Inhale. Now reach the hand back behind your bent leg and open wide. So again, feeling that chest tissue, especially after a long day of gardening or bike riding, whatever you did this morning, let your chest open. Let gravity work on that arm. Inhale, sit it up. And then let's exhale and switch sides. So try to pull the opposite heel in, take a breath, reach towards the lengthening leg. Good. Let your breaths get longer. And then inhale, sit, sweep it up. Taking this hand now back behind my bent knee, and then letting the armpit, top arm really open and reach away from me. Let your neck relax. Good. Let's inhale, sweep, set ourselves up nice and tall, and now extend two legs. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, create another twist. So the sits bones stay dropping into the floor, into your prop, and then you'll exhale, reach towards your leg. Good. Let the head come down if that feels nice to your neck. And with the arm closest to the computer, you're going to exhale, lift it. Maybe take your gaze up to your pinky fingers. Good. And then you can exhale, close that right back around. Inhale, push down with your hips and your feet, rising up. Exhale, create that same twist. Moving, moving, moving now towards the opposite leg. Good. First, just let yourself move along here. Good. As your heels press into the floor. Good. Now that inner arm is going to reach up. And you can even take your gaze up to the pinky finger. Good. Inhale. Closing that right back down again. This time, scissor your hands and move your torso forward. Let the sternum reach up. And exhale, let the sternum float back down. So again, feel your back, feel the back of the neck, feel your hips. Good. Thigh bones are moving back as your sternum is coming up. Good. Inhale, try that one more time, and then just walk yourself back up to a seated position. Bring your two legs in front. Take the two arms, reach them out, and take a long. This is Paschimottanasana. So let your heels press down, let your thigh bones release. Down, down, down. From here, we're going to just slide. Bring your right knee, your left knee in as you sit tall. Take two hands, if you can, to your right leg. And so your hands can come anywhere. The ball of your foot pull back towards your body as you send your heel up and out. Catherine doing a little yoga too. That's pretty good. Good. I can hear Brahman laughing in the other room, which is so much better than the other sounds. Inhale, take your arms up for a moment. And exhale, hands here to your feet, opposite foot or leg, wherever. And then let that leg extend. If you can, drop the sits. Let your spine verticalize, get longer and longer. And then again, ball of the foot can pull back towards your body as you send your heel out. That's going to deepen the stretch in your calf. I know no one else is pregnant, but pregnant women have to stretch calves. It's our job. Good, 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 good. So let's exhale, release that. And then you can slide and take yourself just off of your prop. And we're going to come down to the floor. So I'm going to turn my left side to the computer. And I'm just going to walk my hands to the backs of my legs and gently roll myself down to the floor. Got two knees over my chest for a moment. Take a second as you do that. Maybe rock your back. Good. If it feels nice to bring your arms out into a little T shape, go ahead, try that. And then from here, I'm just going to kind of lightly send my knees side to side. Good. So that creating a little twist. Good. So then pause now with your legs in your center. But one knee tap down and then the other. So you're just going to create a little light movement. Toes pulling towards the floor, one thigh coming over your chest. You feel the real opposition. One thigh pulling forward as one thigh is lowering and reaching away from you. Good. So now we're going to turn this movement into a little bicycling movement. So reach once again through the heels. Good. Let long exhales help your belly stabilize. Good. And then let's pause. Let the knees stay nice and soft. Let one leg circle out and away from the body. Good. Change the direction. Again, knees staying soft. Good. Let the opposite leg now reach out and away from the body. Good. And then let that leg circle in. Good. So now let two legs move away. And if it feels nice to let them bend as they open, lengthen as they pull back up, just explore that movement. Be free. And you can change the direction, obviously. Now, feeling again, same thing, bending and lengthening the legs. Good. And then let's exhale and place 2 feet on the floor. Now, once again, you're going to push with your heels and move your hip bones up. So feel a long stretch through that whole front and side of your body. Go ahead, inhale, knees back to face the ceiling, and then exhale, switch that direction. So you're pushing with the feet to open the hips. Inhale and exhale. Take that twist again. Inhale and exhale, twist. Good. And then let's just bring your feet back here to your center. And you can kind of lightly tap the feet here into the floor, almost like rain. Just waking up the bottoms of your feet. Good. And then let's exhale. Bring your arms down to your sides. And then we're going to push your feet into the floor as the pelvis rises up. Good. Slowly articulate the vertebra back down to the floor. Inhale another big breath. And then exhale, the feet push down, your pelvis rises up, the fingertips extend towards your heels. Exhale, release, let it come down. Good. Inhale, take that again. Exhale, the feet press in, the pelvis rises. Let that lower. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, the feet push down, the pelvis comes up. And now this time, if you'd like, you could bring your palms together, walk your shoulder blades together, and really deeply push the feet into the floor. Wonderful. Exhale, release, let that come down. Once again, you'll hug your knees over your chest, create a little rocking in your back. Good. Let's inhale, sweep. Take your arms alongside the ears. Now bring your hands behind the head. And then just exhale, kind of tuck your nose up to your belly button and let the back of your neck stretch. Your elbows can even pull towards your knees. So this should stretch your neck. You can again turn the neck a little bit side to side. Use an exhale, let your head release to the floor. Keep your arms up and pull the elbows and the knees together for a moment. And then if you like, reach your arms and legs away and pull right back down to your belly. Reach the arms, your legs away, and pull right back down, letting the elbows and knees float together, out and away, and right back in. Good. Stretching out and drawing in. Last time, stretching those limbs out and pulling right back in. So now, let the right leg extend by itself, and then you'll take the ankle to the left thigh, hug the hands to the outside of your left thigh, rock your hips. So if you rock slowly, you'll notice you can stretch different parts of your hip. So slowly, slowly, slowly letting your weight come to one side. Just notice that the hip stretch deepens. Good. And then now from here, let the arms open into a T shape. Extend your left leg and then let it float down to the floor. Let this hip just stretch through gravity for a few breaths. Good. Now that top foot, you can let it slide down to the floor. Let the knee come over and just create a twist. After your next breath, go ahead, bring your weight back onto the back. Hug your two knees in. Now bring your nose up towards your belly button once again. And exhale, release your head. And extend out your left leg, reach it up. Then the heel will move to the thigh bone. And you can slide your hands to the right thigh. And once again, lightly, slowly rock your hip. Noticing that slow rock allows the hip stretch to deepen. Good. Take a moment, return the legs to center, extend that top leg up. Open the arms out and then slowly let your right leg lower to the floor and the top hip can stretch. Okay, so you just feel all that tissue there with the leg folded over. Releasing. And then exhale, bring the knees right back over the chest. And then this time, let the feet just come together. You can rub your feet. And then press the feet here towards the outside. Take your hands to the outside of the feet. And let the hips move away from you so your back lengthens out. Oops, I forgot a thing. Don't worry, we'll go back and do it. Good. So from here, let your right leg extend all the way to the floor. And then let that left knee cross the midline of your body as the left arm reaches back. Let your chest open up. And from here, exhale. Now let the soles of the feet come together on the floor. And you can let the heels come closer to the pelvis. And that's going to really let this area get a big full stretch. And once again, you'll take your arms overhead, reach with your fingertips out. Just let the torso continue to lengthen as your hips open up. And from here, I'm going to just push with my feet and bring myself onto my side so I can face the computer here. And let's just open your top knee a few times. Let it open towards the sky and close. Good. Now we're going to hold that knee down. Let the bottom half of the leg lift and lower from the floor. So from the top leg, really. Exhale into that lift. Good. Keeping your hips balanced. Good. So now we're going to let that whole leg lift up. Now we're going to let the whole leg lift and open. So now with the kneecap facing up, stretch the arm and the leg away, then pull them back to the center. They reach away, they pull back, they reach away, they pull back, they reach away, they fold in. Good. So now with the two limbs long, lower the arm and leg down and up. Use a big inhale as the limbs come down. Exhale to let them float right back up. Good. Let's pause. Bring your hand anywhere on the leg that feels comfortable. Point and flex your top foot a few times. Good. Maybe circle that ankle a few times. Circle it the other way. Fold your knee in and now reach the kneecap back behind you. So stretching your quadricep. Good. And then just bring yourself into a little fetal position here for a moment. Close your eyes, take a couple breaths. And then when you feel ready, we're going to push with the arms. Let your chest and heart rise up. Good. And then exhale, let the head melt down. Try that a couple more. Chest and heart rising up. And right back down. Last time. Inhale up. And then you can begin to sweep your limbs to the other side of your mat. As we come and we lower, then your knees can stay bent. And then we're just going to take that light, gentle opening, top hip coming up and down. Okay, you can keep a hand there on the hip. Feel the muscles in the back of the leg. Right there at the hips doing big lifts. Good. And then from there, let the knee joint come down. Let the top or the bottom half of that leg lift and lower. Good. So feeling internal rotation now. Remembering exhales guide that lift. Last time, hold here for a moment. And then you're going to exhale, just bring the whole leg down and up. Maybe push the hand there into the thigh. Good, nice and slow. And then you can start to let the knee open. Good. And then from here, the arm will reach up. Knee and elbow pull together. Knee and elbow reach away. Good. So you're folding those limbs and then extending them. Reaching out, pulling, drawing back. Reaching out, drawing back. Reaching out, drawing back. Out and back. Good. Out and back. This time, hold the limbs out and let them lift together and lower together as you keep your pelvis steady. Good. Try that just a couple more times. And then from here, you can bring your hand to the leg anywhere that feels comfortable. Lightly point and flex your foot. And then circle the ankle. And circle the other way. Let's create some deep extension here. And then we're going to fold at the knee and reach the knee back behind you. Beautiful. Let the top knee come down to the bottom knee. And then you can just rest again. Just take a couple breaths here in a fetal position. Excellent. And then that top hand pushes down. And exhale, you're going to let the head and sternum come up and then reach it back. your head and sternum rising up, reaching back one more time. Excellent. So now inhale, and as you feel ready, you can bring yourself onto your all fours. And then let's begin a little cat-cow here. Inhale the head, the tailbone move up, the belly stretches, the back arches. And then exhale, rounding underneath you. Inhale, stretch, reach your head and tail up. And rounding back. Try this a couple more times. Then we'll inhale. This time, exhale as you round. Go ahead, move your tops of the feet to the floor and let your spine melt forward. Good. This time we'll press your hands down deep to the floor. Lift the hips back up and then move your hips forward as your head comes up. And again, the belly stretches. And then the hips can move up as the head moves down. Take a breath or two and then try that again, letting the hips lower, letting the back arch. Good. Yep, coming down with control. And then sending your head down, your hips up. Good. We're going to undulate through the spine again. Let your head come up, your hips lower. Try that one more time. Hips up, head down. From your last time, hips coming down, head coming up. Good. This time returning to all fours. Now make little circles with your tailbone. And then the tailbone can circle around the other way. Yeah, you can feel your head maybe moving in opposition there. Feeling maybe the sides of your neck stretch. Good. From here, just move your forearms now to the floor. Let your head come down. And then once again, keep opening your chest towards the floor and letting your hips come up. Reaching out into the fingertips will come up once again. And slide your right knee forward, move the left hip back. As you come through this pose, gently stretch the sides of your hips, right? So I'm going to let my hips rock side to side here. You send energy into your back toes. Okay, try that one more time. And then if it feels comfortable to you to come a little closer to the floor and maybe take your hands to your chin. You could bend the back knee as well. Maybe take your hand to your, so opposite hand to foot and stretch. Now your back foot can come down. You can lift yourself up and then open your whole body there away from the legs and let the hips stretch the other way. Take one more big full breath. And then we'll exhale, take that up. Good. We're going to rotate towards the floor once again, coming through all fours. Now, I'll let my opposite leg, the left leg, sweep forward as my right hip, right leg reaches behind me. And again, create a little gentle rocking through the hips. They can go side to side. Good. So after here a little while, you want to feel the hips evening out. So it feels comfortable to let some weight move to the right. And from there, when it's feeling comfortable, bring your elbows in underneath you. Let your neck stretch. Again, your breaths get deeper the longer you're in a pose. Good. You can rest your head on the floor. If it feels nice to bend the back knee, you can. And perhaps take your opposite hand to that foot and just let the hips stretch. And then from here, we're going to let that back knee bend. And you're going to open and just open the hips fully here as you let your torso move away from the hips. And then as you're feeling ready, go ahead, let the leg pull all the way around. And we're gonna prop your hips or pelvis if you like, or just come down to the floor. I'm gonna put a little prop underneath my sits bones and my low back, just right, letting it hold my sacrum up. And we're gonna take a few breaths here. So let the breaths move full. So give an exhale to just softening the brow. A few exhales to soften the jaw. Take a few breaths to just relax your tongue. When you feel ready, just begin to lightly rock your hips side to side. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes just a little. Maybe bring your knees over your chest. When you feel comfortable, take your weight to one side and then bringing yourself up into a seated position. Bring our palms together before the heart. Bow the head, close the eyes. Your practice is a gift, everyone. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.